Hey people, just checking in. I'm icing the good old neck. I'm not using a selfie stick, but I should be. Make it easier. But it's a prop actually that you use for your bed when you're in bed, and it can hold your phone and whatnot. So, how I've been doing, I guess okay. I've been thinking a lot to myself post shoulder surgery there, which I got some good scars still, and the one here hurts and the one over here hurts a lot because I have 3 anchors inside of my shoulder to hold everything together. I feel good about having that surgery done. You know, it was quite a bit late to get it done 2 years later, but better late than never before it rips more. So yeah, I'm just, still recouping. This Friday would be 9 weeks post-op from the rotator cuff and bicep surgery. I have a bicep scar there. Like I said, everything aches within here, and this other spot back here, I'm supposed to massage it 3 times a day. I know I've gotten a little slacky off of getting into the exercise like I had. I guess I get a little discouraged at times, but I know if I don't do the exercises, it's not gonna benefit me. But I have finally a neck doctor I'm working on, because originally after the car accident, I went to PT aquatherapy at a particular place called Gaylord, and they were very good to me, except the PT guy, I told him about the tearing sound, and well, he said, oh, it's probably scar tissue. I was misinformed, but I've never really had much x-ray or anything else done prior, which is weird. And when I had this accident in Maine of my ex crashing my car, I've never had anything looked at except just get PT. Their MRIs up there are terrible. It didn't even notice any neck problems or anything. It didn't notice I had broken ribs or any of that stuff. So that was kind of sucky. But yeah, so finally get my neck looked at the same place that did this surgery and did a previous workman's comp forearm surgery back in the day. I'm trying to situate the camera here. The doctor that I went to see, he got an x-ray, and then we're working on getting approval of an MRI of my neck, because I have disc compressions in there, as well as maybe some of the fluid oozing out, which is probably creating the bone on bone, which has really been bothering my neck. I've been waking up very stiff. Usually I do heat, but I feel like ice really helped it. I went so much to the chiropractor that I ran out of coverage for the chiropractor, and I'm not paying a payment plan of $2-something for them to snap my back and neck and all that crap. I want to get down to the root of the problem that's creating my neck pain, and he came up with 2 like diagnosis, but we're waiting for the MRI. The insurance declined it and my doctor appealed it, so I just have to wait up to 30 days to get, an answer going, so I could see if that affects down into my forearm, which is my pain going on in my forearm and underneath the side of my forearm. It was down into my wrist and fingers and everything, so they're thinking it's related from the neck. But it wasn't bothersome until after the surgery for my shoulder, which might have irritated the whole thing. You fix one thing and something else goes, So we're working on getting that taken care of. I'm just happy that, stuff is progressing. Like last year this time, I noticed that nothing was happening, and I was supposed to have this shoulder surgery back in January, but then I had to do sleep apnea tests and all this crap in order before get a CPAP, be on the treatment of CPAP. It was a pain in the ass. So within the last 2 years, since I have so much time to think, within the last 2 years, I've just been surrounded by a lot of pain. My thought process, my focus and concentration, I guess, improved a little since using the CPAP. That's what one of the neurologists said would help. But it hasn't totally helped fully. I just have been in so much pain within the last couple of years since the accident that I literally don't know how to not be in pain, if that makes sense. I do feel like, all this is worth it in the end. I may have to forego another surgery to create space in my neck so it's not bothering me on the right side. Gotta remember, I was in the car on the right side and in the passenger seat, and I don't recall the accident. So the side I was on, everything was this way. The side curtains to the window, I remember being deployed when I came to, and my dog on my lap. But other than that, I don't remember much, except getting put down on the highway and them asking me if I was in pain in any special areas, and I told them my hip, which I had a 9-inch hematoma on from the seatbelt, and broken ribs on the left side. So after my shoulder got messed up in the car, besides all the other injuries, I literally had to use the shoulder, not knowing it was ripping inside, to get myself up because I had broken ribs on this side. So I'm hoping it's now August, and I'm hoping by the new year of 2025 that at some point, whether it be the winter or the spring, that I can get my butt back to work. I may not be doing the same assembly type stuff that I was doing, who knows. But I mean, by the end of the month of August, I'm going to be doing strength training, which I know my arm is so weak that it doesn't know what the hell to do with itself. It's been guarded for so long, especially the last job I worked from the ending of December of last year and 6 months prior. It did a lot of heavy lifting at the last job, and that's what tore it open even more. Then I was like, okay, we got to do something with this before I lose the use of this arm. So there we are. But I really want to get back to work and get back to a regular daily routine that I so know I deserve and crave. So, I don't care what I'm doing as long as I'm able to do something and make an income is all I care. To feel useful again, to get my self-confidence going again, all those things. But I do feel better that I had this surgery and it's gonna get behind me, so to speak. Just the recovery process is long, tedious, and unruly at times. Sliding my hand up on a towel, it just, I don't know, up the wall it hurts more, and I'm trying not to engage my deltoids because they're not supposed to get engaged working till 12 weeks, and I got 3 more weeks to go. I will just be happy when I can actually lift stuff more than a cup of coffee. I've been cutting watermelon amazingly with my left hand. It's amazing what you'll do when you need to get stuff done. And I actually had ordered from Temu, no plugging, but one of those gray can openers that run off of rechargeable batteries, or batteries in general, and it's been a godsend because I'm not supposed to twist. My mom will help open stuff, but sometimes you just want to have a can of tuna with mayo and have a sandwich and call it a day, and not have to wait for people. You want to do stuff yourself, be a little independent. So that's what I've been doing with myself. I got PT today in a couple hours. It's 8 o'clock almost in the morning. It's been raining a lot of moisture, a lot of heat, which has been aching the hell out of my area that I had surgical procedure on. But I have been in a lot of mental fog, I want to say. I think it's just from pain and trying to put myself somewhere else, so to speak, in my mind realm to, it's sink or swim. It's a defense mechanism, especially when you're enduring a lot of pain and uncomfortableness. But yeah, the surgery definitely is no joke. Rotator cuff surgery is very tough, but you can recover and you can be normal. And I don't have any regrets of getting that surgery. Might need to have a surgery in my neck to either put spacers or some kind of fusion or remove a bone and create space. But yeah, it's definitely a process, and you gotta have a lot of patience and be patient with your body as well. It's doing what it needs to do. You need to sleep, you sleep. But that's my updates so far right now. I'm just taking it easy. Pretty soon summer's coming to a close. Autumn will be happening. Oh, and then I had 4 teeth yanked out. One here, 2 in the back. And still I need to get deep scaling with underneath the gum, and they gotta put antibiotics in there to kill what's underneath the gum from periodontal disease. So it kind of sucks. I got a host of things going on right now, but at least it's all getting done at once. And then I had a partial top denture for here that fits pretty darn good. The bottom denture, it fits good after a couple adjustments, but it's still creating pain on the back gum tissue. So I guess they're going to do like a soft reline or something like that. Yeah, and I have to get used to talking with dentures. hopefully I'll start downloading some books or start reading off the internet and try to get my tongue used to moving around to talk with the partial dentures in, but I haven't been able to practice too much because the back gum hurts to put them in still. It digs into the gum tissue. And I go back on the 8th to get this side of my mouth clean, or if they start this side with the antibiotics. So it's all been a process, but you know, gotta take care of your health. You don't want to sit around with gum disease problems and literally have it go to your heart. Can't mess with that. Well, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.